What if the government paid all of your expenses? If you wanted to continue your education, would you still go to work, or would you prefer to unwind? The idea of universal basic income, or UB, is intriguing. Today, we'll examine this idea's potential impact and the divisive debates it has sparked in our tech and AI-driven society. Let's now address a crucial concern. If everyone is given free money, won't they just recklessly spend it on alcohol and quit working? The World Bank's research has refuted this myth. The handouts given to people experiencing poverty are not wasted on vices like alcohol and tobacco. Research indicates that society's wealthier segments consume more drugs and alcohol. But what about indifference? UB trials conducted in the 1970s in Canada shed light on this matter. Only a minuscule 1% of recipients stopped working, primarily to focus on caring for their children. On average, people reduced their working hours by less than 10%. And they often used the extra time for personal development, such as returning to school or actively seeking better job opportunities. So, laziness is far from the reality of UB recipients. Furthermore, there was an 8.5% decline in hospitalizations, mainly because of fewer alcohol-related accidents and mental health issues. Also, there was a reduction in visits to family physicians. So why hasn't our current welfare state solved poverty if UB holds such a promise? The answer lies in the restrictions and conditions that come with welfare programs. These requirements often trap individuals in a cycle of dependency, offering little personal freedom and discouraging active efforts to improve their situation. It's time-consuming and counterproductive, forcing people into any available job, regardless of fit or pay. The result is a ceiling that keeps them trapped in poverty, perpetuating passive behavior. The fear of AI replacing jobs has been around for decades. But with the rapid advancement of technologies like ChatGPT, this fear has become all too real. Companies like Goldman Sachs are already partnering with AI-driven firms to automate tasks and reduce costs. This trend of automation will leave fewer jobs on the market. Recent studies suggest that as many as 2/3 of American occupations are now exposed to AI-driven automation, which could result in a staggering 300 million jobs worldwide disappearing within the next decade. The impact on our labor market and the future of work cannot be ignored. Now imagine a world transformed by AI not in 1,000 years but in just a few decades. The potential is immense. AI can perform tasks that were previously unthinkable. It can handle clerical, administrative, and even creative work. However, if job obsolescence happens swiftly, we face the looming threat of mass unemployment and wage stagnation while inequality reaches unprecedented levels. Workers would become poorer while shareholders reap huge dividends. We must find a way to mitigate these challenges and create a more equitable future with UB. UB allows individuals to pursue their dreams, take risks, and explore new opportunities without fearing financial ruin. It acts as a safety net, empowering people to adapt and thrive in a changing job market. By redistributing wealth and ensuring a fairer distribution of resources, UB can bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, creating a more inclusive and just society. However, UB is not just about financial security. It represents a shift in our mindset and values. In a world where human labor is less in demand, we can redefine work and prioritize the well-being of every individual. Imagine a society where we can all work less, enjoy life more, and pursue our passions. Now let's address the question in the room. How do we fund UB? It's a complex question with no simple answer. Countries will adopt different approaches, such as leveraging sovereign wealth funds or implementing wealth taxes. Political considerations also come into play as concerns about how UB funds might be used arise. However, research has debunked the myth that cash transfers lead to irresponsible spending habits. Implementing UB in the face of the AI revolution is undoubtedly challenging. Yet, it promises to be one of the most effective ways to mitigate the damage caused by massive job cuts. As AI advances at an unprecedented pace, workers need time to adapt, and UB provides them the space to do so. It ensures that the economy remains stable, safeguarding the livelihoods of millions. Throughout history, we've witnessed when governments decided to provide their citizens with substantial cash. These actions were often taken during economic crises or emergencies to stimulate spending and boost the economy. When governments inject massive amounts of money into the economy without proper precautions, it can surge demand for goods and services. This sudden increase in order and limited supply can result in prices skyrocketing and inflation taking hold. Critics worry that UB will cause prices to skyrocket, nullifying its benefits. However, let's wait before jumping to conclusions. There are some critical distinctions between government cash injections and UB that we need to consider. UB doesn't create money out of thin air. It redistributes existing funds, shifting the balance rather than inflating the economy. So fears of rampant inflation can be put to rest. Furthermore, UB is not a one-time cash injection. It's an ongoing system that ensures a basic level of financial security for individuals. Unlike a sudden money injection, UB provides a consistent income stream to cover essential needs, creating stability in people's lives. Moreover, UB has the potential to stimulate economic growth, drive innovation, and expand job opportunities, leading to increased productivity and a healthier economy. OpenAI's massive UB experiment has gained attention from researchers, residents, and Silicon Valley's tech leaders. The rapid advancements in artificial intelligence could generate enough wealth to fund UB programs. However, not everyone shares the same optimism. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman predicts that AI could generate sufficient wealth within a decade to provide every adult in the United States with $13,500 annually. OpenAI's UB experiment aims to understand the effects of AI on employment, income distribution, and social dynamics. By conducting this groundbreaking research, OpenAI seeks to inform policymakers and society about UB's potential benefits and drawbacks in the AI age. The experiment provides valuable insights into the relationship between AI and UB and triggers a broader conversation among experts and the public. Silicon Valley's leaders may envision a future where AI-generated wealth supports UB. But experts caution that the path forward requires careful consideration of potential risks and unintended consequences. Altman's vision, outlined in his thought-provoking blog, Moore's Law for Everything, suggests a future where AI is central to funding free cash handouts. Despite these bold claims, critics voice concerns about the potential consequences of Altman's views. They worry that such assertions may mislead the public about AI technology's trajectory and limitations. As OpenAI pioneers the massive UB experiment, and Silicon Valley leaders speculate about the role of AI in funding UB, the world watches with anticipation. Sam Altman shares his insights on universal basic income, UBI, and its significance in the context of AI. He believes it is a component of something we should pursue but not a complete solution. People work for many reasons besides money. He thinks we will find incredible new jobs in society. Individuals will get much, much richer. But as a cushion through a dramatic transition, Sam Altman highlights his involvement in WorldCoin, a project dedicated to developing technological solutions for poverty alleviation. He also mentions funding a significant study on UB, which will provide valuable insights as artificial intelligence and automation reshape industries and redefine job roles. Concerns about job displacement and income inequality have become more pronounced. UB offers a potential solution to mitigate these challenges. With AI taking over routine and repetitive tasks, many fear job losses and a widening wealth gap. UB can ensure that all share the benefits of technological advancements, providing a stable income floor for individuals whose jobs are disrupted by automation. Additionally, UB can foster a sense of dignity and empowerment. It recognizes the value of every individual, and provides them with the means to live a fulfilling life, pursuing their interests, education, and personal growth, even in a rapidly changing AI-driven world. UB represents a bold step towards creating a more equitable society, ensuring every individual has a minimum level of economic security. The goal should be to eliminate poverty if we have the means to do so. Incorporating UB as part of a comprehensive solution is a significant step forward. While UB is not a one-size-fits-all solution, and its implementation requires careful consideration, it offers hope amidst the uncertainties of our rapidly changing world. In conclusion, universal basic income holds immense potential to alleviate poverty and enhance societal well-being. But before fully embracing it, further research and large-scale trials are crucial. We must carefully consider the type of UB we want and what trade-offs we're willing to make. It's a complex topic with no easy answers. Thanks for watching.